Trek with Hits. Many years ago, we made a decision to have the best footing possible for our clients and all of our competitors. It was a very simple choice, Wordley Martin. Wordley Martin. Sharon and Craig came through for us and helped us establish some of the finest footing in North America. I would use them anywhere, any place. They've already done the Hudson Valley, and they've also done 2 phases now in the Ocala area. Hits possesses some of the best footing for show jumping, for hunters, and equitation horses. We thank Wordley Martin. They are a great partner and thrilled to have them with the Hits family.
Hi, I'm Craig Martin from Wordley Martin.
And I'm Sean Wordley. The key considerations when we're designing a top-tier arena is what the arena is going to be used for. Is it a dressage rider riding at a top level? Is it a high-end show jump rider? How does that particular customer like their footing to be? Are they someone who likes it on the firmer side, on the softer side? Designing the arena in a way that that particular customer envisions it to be. And sometimes customers, they know what they like, but they don't know how to necessarily get there.
One of the things that's definitely sort of trending is arenas are getting bigger and bigger. So once upon a time, an arena would be sort of, 100 by 200 was considered a large arena. Now the arenas are, a standard arena that we like to build on a private farm is 250 by 150 for a show jumper or an event rider.
Wordley Martin's approach from other equestrian facility developers is Craig and myself's interaction with top sport on a daily basis. So we both ride at a high level. We like to feel that we're in tune with the sport and what people require from their arenas and from their facilities. So the first part of the planning for an equestrian facility is combining the aesthetic view with the functionality, which isn't always easy. So we really like to, from our daily basis of riding horses and competing and working stable, add some aesthetic attractions to the property at the same time. And we've found, our ability to have that sort of synergy.
We have a lot of technology and software that we've implemented into our company in the last 5 to 6 years. We can create our own topography on a site. We can come into the site, figure out where the best place for the arena is, really create the vision, and then be able to put that into a graphical picture that we can give to the customer so that they can see exactly where the arena is going to go, surrounding areas, location of the barn, if it's been built or not been built.
It's important to build an arena with traction that supports the horse when they're jumping big. There's a big difference between jumping 110 and jumping 145 at home and training. So you have to get that balance between soft enough and forgiving enough when you're doing small jumps and flatting on a daily basis, but still with enough support that if you're going to jump bigger, that the footing supports that. So to reduce the chance of injuries. And that's something that takes a lot of practice and understanding of how to mix the sands together to create that optimal footing. Arena maintenance is extremely important.
Overwatering the arena or underwatering the arena obviously again affects the firmness of the footing or the deepness of the footing. So it's one of the things which is challenging for us as arena builders is to try to educate the people on how to take care of their arenas on a day-to-day basis.
Wordley Martin has created what's called the Equine Design and Development Collective.
Equine Design and Development Collective is a talented and experienced group of companies that collaborate to design and build your dream equestrian property. This unique collective brings together the expertise you need, whether it's renovating an existing property and anything in between. With decades of experience between each of the companies in the collective, we understand the difficulties of building from the ground up. The collective will provide the solution for every challenge, with like-minded professionals that work together seamlessly, are committed to our clients, and motivated to provide the best experience. From landscape design to arenas, permitting to construction, and state-of-the-art stables to the artwork on your home's walls, Equine Design and Development Collective can turn your plans into reality.
There's a big change.
25
in the last,
is
there's a really big change in the last 10 years, really. So the arenas changed 20 years ago when Craig and I started this company. You were still in America using decomposed granite and river sand in most of the arenas. So, you know, we'd just spent a decade in Europe. So when we arrived here in America, we brought some knowledge of this type of footing that we wanted to be showing on, because we were competing heavily. And in Europe at that stage, that we found that there were a couple of key companies that we really liked, and we sort of mimicked some of the aspects of how they were building arenas. People have figured out that they want the arenas to be a touch softer and not as firm as they were before in the show ring, because it's a little easier on the horse's joints and soft tissues. So that becomes quite tricky then. And to make a hard arena is quite easy, and to make a soft arena is quite easy. To make an arena that is forgiving on the joints, but yet you can still do top sport, is the really tricky part. And that's something that Craig and I have been really working on intensively over the last 5 years, to create that footing that we feel is considered soft, but yet traction is good. The sport can gallop and go fast, but yet it's as forgiving on the horses as we can. And we feel comfortable that we've, you know, got a product that we're very happy with in that regards.
Yeah, to add to that, you know, one of the things that has also increased in the last sort of 5 to 10 years is awareness, riders, trainers' awareness, and their knowledge is getting better with what they like or what they don't like. Sometimes they may struggle to sort of describe it to you, but if they're on the horse, they can sort of feel it, you know. So that goes back to, I think, us being, at the end of the day, horsemen, and being able to really relate to them as riders, trainers, and be able to get on the same page as them.
Here at HITS, we had chosen Wordley Martin footing over the rest because of its durability, its performance, and how the horses don't have so much stress on all their joints and stuff with this. So we've done a lot of homework, and it has turned out really well for us.
They have been great in the beginning and still are. If we have any questions or anything needing done, the surface is perfect as new, and they're looking after us great, so I would highly recommend them.
The rings are spectacular. The Grand Prix warm-up area and the Grand Prix Stadium are state-of-the-art and as good as they can be. As riders and horse owners, we can't ask for better conditions.
I've built arenas and barns all over North America, and for me, the only choice is Wordley Martin. They have great footing, their attention to detail, and their customer service is second to none, and I wouldn't go with anyone else.